Hey there guys, just before we get into today's video, I need to make a quick announcement. A lot of you have wanted this series to return for quite some time, and I've been quite reluctant about it, but after a lot of thinking and processing all the ins and outs and what the options might be, we're finally bringing it back. We're finally bringing back GTA Top... Wait, stop what you're doing! I'm you from the future!
You? I'm you, but from the future?
Why do you have a monitor? Because I'm you, but from
What the hell is going on? Why have you just randomly appeared into my room in a different coloured top? Look nothing like Peter Capaldi. He's a god.
This explains why I'm
my
sick.
finger.
Look, if you let me just finish, I am you, but from the future. Oh, right, okay, that would explain the colour of your top, but what was that monitor that was just in your hand?
It's the all-new monitor from BENQ.
Wait, so you're meaning to tell me that this is a sponsored video?
Of course. How else are we going to pay the bills?
Did your eyes just make a noise when you winked?
Yeah, I've got a condition.
Hang on, backtrack. How far from the future have you come?
About a month. A lot can happen in that time.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I got sent these, EX3203R 1800 curvature HDR 2560 by 1440 144 Hz USB-C curved screens, and I still have no idea who sent... You sent them!
Well, it appears my work here is done. Now get on with making that video.
Meh, maybe later.
Oh well, it was worth a try. Goodbye, Tom.
You're still
Screw
here.
it, I'll take the bus.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Now today we have got something pretty special. I haven't done a review on anything for quite some time now. However, the last few weeks the people over at BENQ were very kind enough to send me out their brand new monitor. It goes by the name of the BENQ EX3203R. Bit of a mouthful, but well, let's get into what it can do. So first things first, I should specify that my old monitors that I used to have were 21.5 inches, something like that. They were a HP monitor, 1080p, 60Hz, nothing crazy. And to me, they did the job just fine. Personally, for me, I like smaller screens because, well, I feel like you can see everything in one go. If you've got a bigger screen, you have to look about in different corners and stuff. With a smaller screen, it's just there in front of you. Whether that be in a shooting game, or in my case, a racing game. You can see your mirrors, you can look, and you can drive. Not that I check my mirrors, I'll be honest with you, I just drive. So BENQ reached out to me and they said, we want someone to review our new monitor who has a racing gaming background. Thank you. So let's get into the monitor itself. Moving from the smaller screen to the bigger one, at first I found it a little bit daunting. I set the screens up and I thought, this might be too much, this might be too big for me.
That's what she said!
But after a few days, I really did get used to it. It's something that is quite bizarre, but your eyes adjust. Does that make sense? The point is, obviously, I'd been stuck with smaller screens for quite some time, so making the big jump was a big step, but I wanted to give it a go, and I think the size is just about right. There's so many innuendos in this. The aspect ratio is 16:9, and the resolution is 2560 by 1440, so, again, the image and the display is absolutely crisp as... crisps. You can tell I haven't done a review in quite some time. Monitors are getting incredibly better when it comes to crisp displays, and the BENQ EX3203R is no exception. But this isn't the only thing. There's another feature that this monitor has that a lot of people bang on about. HDR is something that I believe I started to hear about when the Xbox One S and the PS4 Pro came into fruition. They were making this huge shout about how the colours are better and things look cooler and this and that, and I paid no attention to it. I stuck with my 1080p flat screen TV and I was like, no, this will do for me. But when BENQ gave me the stats for this monitor and I found out that it's got HDR enabled content support, I believe it's got HDR10 content support, I thought to myself, okay, let's see what this HDR thing is all about. My god, I understand now. There were 3 games I mainly played whilst reviewing this monitor, and that was Forza Horizon 3, F1 2017, and Forza Motorsport 7. 3 games which all have HDR-enabled support. And they felt fresh. These games felt so much more crisper. HDR is a feature that I think is, by all means, something that is a bonus. I don't think it's something that should be with all monitors. But if you would like more colour in your images, then go for HDR. It sounds stupid and it sounds bonkers, but really, HDR deepens the black and it boosts the blues. It really does create a more, I won't say lifelike image, but it creates a more photogenic, cinematic kind of look. And as well as this, there's another feature that this monitor comes with. A curved display. Something I've really noticed about whilst using this curved display is the fact that I don't usually check my mirrors when it's a flat screen TV, but because of the curvature, the slight curvature of the screen, it kind of entices you. You do feel like you're in a cockpit, and that's just in Forza Motorsport 7. When you're playing Formula 1 2017, you kind of have to do that to make sure that the car behind you isn't overtaking you. So having the curve, it's a really nifty little feature. I've never used a curved screen before, but I really like it. But throughout all these little features and little stats and all these really nerdy, juicy details that I do love reading, there's one feature that stands out to me the most with this monitor, and I've just scrolled down to it here. It's called the BENQ Eyecare technology. Now, as a gamer, I look at monitors a lot. As an editor, I look at monitors a lot. As a writer, I look at monitors a lot. And as an Amazon Prime binge watcher, I look at monitors a lot. So it probably comes to no surprise that after all this time, I occasionally, and maybe you do as well, get headaches from looking at monitors. But the BENQ monitor comes with something that's built in called Eyecare technology. I'm gonna have to read it out from what it says, because to me this is just made for the consumer in mind. It says, with BENQ's Eyecare technologies, including flicker-free, low blue light technology and brightness intelligence plus BI technology, monitor users can improve their productivity by reducing eye strain and unwanted headaches from heavy screen use often associated with monitors, whilst maintaining brilliant image performance. And that to me is the main selling point for this monitor. It's the fact that it really is built with its target market known in mind. It's built for gamers. Whether you be a fan of first-person shooters, whether you be a fan of RPGs, whether you're like myself and you are a fan of racing games, this monitor is suited for all. And as a racing game enthusiast, it almost feels like it's tailored for me. And I bet you, if someone who happened to be an RPG fan or first-person shooter fan were to review this, they would also think that the monitor was built in mind for them. And that's what I think is the main selling point for this. This is the main thing that I love most about this monitor. It's tailored for gamers. Hence why, no matter who plays it or uses this monitor from whatever genre background they're from, it will fit to their whatever needs. There are enough buttons and enough options to play about with. The HDR-enabled content, granted, it's not a feature in every game. But thankfully for me, those 3 racing games that I play quite a lot, it's changed my experience with them now. But that pretty much does it for this video, guys. A massive, massive thank you to the guys over at BENQ. These monitors are sublime. I absolutely love them. If you would like to read more about these monitors yourself, I will leave a link in the description down below for you to check out BENQ's website to find out all you need to know about these monitors. As well as that, be sure to leave a like on the video, guys. It would really help out the channel. If you're new around here, be sure to click subscribe. I'm doing all these standard YouTube things now because I'm a YouTuber. But still, thank you very much for watching the video, guys. I will see you in the next one. But until then, adios.